morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well today. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me wipe off this camera. All righty. Good morning, everybody. I want to say good morning to Dr. Shauna Ruth Brown. She's the usher on duty today. I want to say hello to Outspoken One and just trying to figure it out and trying to work it out. He already done, like trying to figure it out. He already done worked it out. All y'all. So if I don't call your name, take it to my head and not my heart. I think I'm gonna let the team off at 3 o'clock or 3:30 today. Then we'll have an early dismissal. Anyway, you all, I hope you all are doing well. Today, I am wearing St. John's Bay. Come on, St. John's Bay, JC Penney. Y'all don't keep on JC Penney. So, swear to St. John's Bay. I think this look at St. John's Bay. So I have some khakis, some light blue socks on to match this, and some dark blue Cole Haan shoes today. Oh Lord Jesus. And I am carrying the crossbody coach bag today. So that's what we're doing today. We're looking very, very Bostonian today. Very Bostonian. Ah, them chickens. Them chickens. You just can't make that stuff up. Outspoken when you just can't make that stuff up. What's up, mine? In hospital, I can't see too much. I can't read. Because, honey, they'll put me in jail, girl. They're going to try to put me in jail. Locked up, won't let me out. Locked up, won't let me out. But you all, 2025 was good to me. Um, I had to do some things in 2025. I had to make some adjustments, some changes. I had to challenge me in 2025, and it was not bad. Politically, it was it was alarming. 2025. A lot of things were happening in 2025 that was very alarming to me. Also, there were a lot of people who died in 2025 that are not with us. So, I look at that. Malcolm Jamal Warner, just a lot of people who died. My other half cousin, first cousin, just passed away, and it was sad. So, we're, you know, listening about what the family's gonna do. But 2025 wasn't bad for me personally, but I think 2025 was bad for the country politically overall. Amen. I think 2025 pressed people to do something different. My heart went out really to those federal workers who actually lost their jobs. My heart went out to them. That government shutdown was unbelievable. You also had people who got cut off their food stamps for a bit because of the government shutdown. Um, but 2025 overall for me was a positive year, a year of reflection, a year of new turns, not allowing people access to me who really don't mean me any good. And I'm not saying have do men and women around you or yes men and women around you, but, you know, having people who have your interest at heart, you know. So that, as far as the beef sector, the beef sector was a blot. It was a blur and a blot to me. Um, I really couldn't give you anything that stood out specifically to me. Um, the education was okay. Ness talking about Shakim, it was standard. Um, it wasn't that much. It wasn't that much in 2025 as far as the beef sector that stood out. We didn't have a William um, situation with just read my book and Miguel and Natasha. We didn't have that this year. We didn't have anything major. Not anything that stood out. So, yeah. So, as far as I'm concerned, you all, as far as the beach sector, it was okay. It was nothing really major going on. I think the big thing now is Brianna and the flag team. And I guess I'm supposed to be fighting with people. Maybe I don't have time to fight with people. I really don't. Noble's still trying to throw that narrative that somebody was looking at him. I'm like, absolutely not. Not even on my baby. I could have been 325 pounds with a chicken bone in my hand. Not interested. I was just shocked. Can I say this? I'm very shocked that people would meet people not at their best. I'm not talking about weight and stuff. And no, I'm talking about teeth clean, fingernails clean, groomed, smelling good, looking okay. It's just like you really met somebody looking like that. You really met somebody looking that frail. I mean, who would go somewhere stank? I mean, you don't smell yourself. And I'm not being funny, but that's real. That's real. Who would do that? First of all, I thought it was a homeless man asking for change. Because he had a cigarette, he was very thin, them clothes was a little dingy. So when I met Noble was in the parking lot smoking a cigarette. Smoking a cigarette. Tracy was in the restaurant by herself. And I didn't even know it was Noble until I got close up on him, and I'm like, oh, okay. And he smelled like a whole ashtray. And then, he walked ahead of me, and the man looked like he was hurt. No joke. I mean, he was walking with a limp. I mean, nobody was trying to talk to Noble like that. Then we got in the restaurant, and I'm like, okay, okay, this is what we doing. Okay, all right. And then we took pictures. Tracy bought a drink. She purchased a drink. Noble didn't pay for it. Tracy was, look, now I'm going to give Tracy her props. She was generous enough to say, hey, Jay Wilson, do you want anything to drink? And I'm like, no, Tracy, I'm fine. Because I don't drink. But, I was fine. But I didn't see Noble reaching in his pocket to get anything. Overall, y'all, I'm not going to lie. Tracy is a sweet person outside of YouTube. And Tracy is a very nice person. Tracy wants love like everybody else. She wants affection like everybody else. You know, yeah, and of course being on the ship, she's fun. But on YouTube is a different story. So, Tracy was very accommodating. Noble was there for the ride, and we sat and talked, but we didn't talk about anything major. Um, it was very surface. It was time to go. I was like, y'all need a ride home? And I gave him a ride home. Not to be shady about it, I noticed that there wasn't a car. And I didn't want them to have to wait for ride share because it was cold that night as well. But then people start acting crazy, and then you got to tell it. Because it's like, girl, gentlemen, let's not do that. Let's not do that. But that's how people are, y'all. I mean, and hey, be what you want to be. But I'm not gonna lie. Tracy did not stink. Tracy was cool. It wasn't that major. I mean, but now when it comes to Noble, yeah, let me say this. I don't know if Tracy using these people for content to look a certain way. I don't know. But I'm like, I know this girl ain't serious. That man smelled like a whole ashtray. And then he had that old nasty piece of sleepy eye. Girl, nobody ain't trying to do that. How old is Noble? Because I hope I'm not older than him. Because again, it's like, dude, you looking like somebody granddaddy, and it looked like that lung collapsed. And now I found out you had chickens all up in your house. You could have bird flu. You know what? I think Tracy had on maybe some leggings, some boots, a jacket. I mean, Tracy, but look, y'all. I know y'all want me to go in. Tracy did not look bad. She didn't smell bad. I'm being honest with that. The only accessory that surprised me with Tracy was Noble. Noble smelled like an ashtray. Noble had to live. I mean, he just didn't look healthy. I'm being real. Now Tracy on that ship. That's what the baby she had on that bikini. One thing I'm gonna say, Tracy is not ashamed of that body. Baby, she was skinny on the bottom and built on the top. She's a brag. How, baby, baby. And you could not tell Tracy she was not rocking that bikini. I'm like, okay, niece. I said tittylicious, baby, them titties all everywhere. So I'm like, oh my God. Now the people out of fashionista, I just wear coordinated colors, but it's and big on the top. You know what I'm saying? Get a little wrap for the bottom part. Okay, get a little wrap for the bottom part. You know what? Get a little wrap or something. I think. I mean, y'all. Now look, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Cruise ship. We covered up a little bit. It was interesting. It's really interesting with the cruise ship situation because she wound up falling out with MU, and I'm like, that was supposed to be your girl, but she was very funny. She was very funny on that cruise ship. My God, stop down. What's going on with Thomas case? You say that they doing the ticket now. Do you know anything that's going on with the Tommy versus the state of Arkansas when it comes to the Castro Cannon situation? Because baby Tommy was at that club like, she was free and nothing was happening, and I'm like, okay. Because did you see Tommy at the club? He had a whole nasty piece of ice. Maybe had that choker on. Maybe he had that little choker on. I'm like, okay, Tommy, we see you. What is all of this? What is this? What is this? He always be like this. So I'm like, what is that, child? Ticket was paid for by his daddy. So do you know anything that was going on with the case, the other case? Let me tell you about that ticket. That's the problem now. Tommy is not a 20-year-old man. Tommy is a 34, maybe 35-year-old adult, and your daddy and your mama still bailing you out of situations. And so you can get mad at me all you want. Baby, my daddy has done anything for me since college. I mean, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, but not bailing me out of jail and tickets and multiple updates. Okay, y'all go check stuff down out. He said he got multiple updates. Well, this is the problem. You keep on bailing people out, they gonna keep on doing stuff. At some point in time, you gotta say enough is enough, and you gotta deal with the circumstance. You're an adult, and you're gonna have to figure it out. And sometimes you gotta let people figure it out. If Tommy is smart enough to get into these situations, then he should be smart enough to get out of it. I don't know if his mom and daddy feel guilty. I don't know what that situation is, but all I'm gonna say is it's time to grow up. And I think a lot of these young men, parents, have just let them do what the hell they want. And they really haven't grown up. I mean, they don't have any emotional intelligence. And, I can't understand how Tommy's mom and dad are so self sufficient and they own all of this stuff, but yet folk want to freeload off of the federal government. I don't know. Court case is March the 15th. Okay. Wow. Well, it is what it is, you all. Hey, we'll see what happens. Now, Ness came up talking about somebody is the fashionista. I don't know about me being a fashionista. All I know is my clothes are clean. They are coordinated, and I try to do my best to match. Not always, but I don't know if I'm a fashionista. You know what? Do I want to go by the outlet? You know what? I'm gonna be working out of San Marcos. I might go to the outlets today. Anyway, presentable. Wow. Lord, not Crocs in the choker. Well, anyway, you all. Let me say this again. Everybody thinks that we pick on these gays. Everybody thinks that y'all always picking on these gay boys. Those gay boys though, they gotta understand. We gonna talk about anybody, but if you put yourself in the news, then we gonna talk about you. I don't think I'm better than Castro. I don't think I'm better than Tommy, but I think people make bad decisions. I think that people have a leaning to attention, whether it's negative or whether it's positive, as long as I can get a click and a view. What's up, Catherine? What's up, Darcy? Um, and I think that's a problem. And then when people actually talk about the situation, then they get mad. Now, I can't get mad at people to come and talk about me in whatever I'm wearing or whatever because I put myself out there and they're going to talk about it. And that's fine. It is what it is. Now, the less you stay out the limelight in the mess, the less problems you have. Now, I haven't mentioned Brian in a great deal because Brian has not been on. And maybe Brian is taking a sabbatical. Maybe Brian is doing a whole lot of work. Maybe Brian is going to start on the girls with this new body. I don't know. But he's not on. And we rarely talk about him. I think Hershey came up and said, "Where's Big and Tender? Where's Big?" You know how Hershey does. I don't know. And when you don't see, you don't talk about it. Now, am I saying that Brian should be gone? No. But maybe he's taking some needed time to take care of his physical health, his mental health, and to get spiritually strong. I don't know. But if you're going to come on this YouTube channel, know why you're coming on, know your focus, stop putting your personal, intimate business in the street. Because at the end of the day, it is nobody's business who you sleep with, how you sleep with them. It is really nobody's business. But when you make it people's business, then people are going to talk about it. And it just never amazes me that people want to say everything about everybody, but then when they start talking about their situation, then they get upset. Let me say this, you all. I work Monday through Friday, with the exceptions of holidays. My job is, depending on the traffic, 30 minutes to an hour away. And nobody is, well, baby, I'm not Robin Leach on the lifestyles of the Richard famous. I'm comfortable. I get what I need. I get what I want. That's it. I am practical. People in their mind put you up. to do X, Y, Z. Oh, you think you did? I don't think I'm nobody. I think I go to work. I think I was fortunate enough to be able to go to school. I'm blessed. I know the value of education. If you don't value it, that's hey, that's you. I value it. I value it. So I just think that you got to make right choices. Have I always made the right choice? No. There are some times that I could have made better choices, but this is the deal. I learned from it. I don't regret anything that's happened. Everything happens for a reason, and you can't change the past. You can't sit there and kick yourself all day. Learn from that joker and move on. That's all I'm gonna say about that. No, he exposed himself. Yeah, that situation was interesting. Yeah, oh, stop down, stop it. I see you trying to be messy in this room. Yeah, I mean, you learn from your mistakes and you move on. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. And stop trying to prove stuff. Hey, if you want to prove it to me, fine. I mean, it is what it is. But that Ron and that trademark fortune situation was interesting. What can I say that they're grown people? The thing is, trademark stood in what he did. Trademark said, yes, I sent him those pictures because this is what he said. I saw it. I said it. And at the end of the day, he ain't say nothing about it. And yeah, y'all make good choices. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Hopefully in 2026, people will invest in themselves. I was very happy when Rico got his mouth fixed. Maybe that thing blessed my spirit so much that I let Rico on. Rico teeth paid for him to get up on that platform. And even with that, he still will mess stuff up to the point where, okay, you got to pay $50 to get on my platform. I've never seen somebody so negative in my life. I've never seen somebody so negative. And it's like he really wants to like you, but something in his spirit say, "But I gotta tear you down because I don't feel good about myself." And so this is what I gotta do. And he's always saying, "When you said this about my dog, I ain't say nothing about your dog, Rico." Which I think that's anger, and I think Trademark Fortune told the secret on Rico. He knows what I've been telling him is correct. He knows, it, but he doesn't want to accept it, and that's the whole thing. Rico, I was telling Rico, if you got the dog, then why you trying to prove it to people? If you got the dog, just be glad that you got the dog. You know how you lost the dog. Did you not learn that lesson? The lesson is don't bring your dog on camera. That should have been the lesson. The lesson should have been don't bring your dog on camera. The lesson should have been do not brandish weapons threatening people. That should have been the message. The message should have been you talk too much. The police didn't ask you all of that. And a lot of the stuff that you got in trouble for, if you would have kept your mouth shut, you wouldn't have gone to jail. You should have learned from that. Did he learn from it? Hell no. He gets back up here. Philip Boy, Treasure Lane, got him so riled up that he wanted to show the dog. Then came back and showed two dogs in one cage. I'm like, didn't you learn from that situation? And it just goes to show me that you are so predictable and you always trying to prove yourself and get validation from people. If you know you had a dog, then you should have just gone with it. How many times people done said that joke, JD? I heard that XYZ went back with his wife. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know what's really going on in my life, but I'm not going to try to prove it like that. If that's what you think, oh, you driving Uber and Lyft because you always in the car. Okay, if that's what you want to believe, I don't have nothing to prove. And I think that's the problem. And I hope he gets over that. Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on. Well, stop down. I don't know about that. I think he got embarrassed. Child, don't get me started. We can't take care of. Yes, Divine Starlight. I think that's what it was. And y'all know Divine Starlight was the messy one who told me and where I could find it. Oh, stop down. Let me stop. Ooh, stop down. Stop it. Stop it. Stop down. Yeah, I don't even watch Lemon. I can't tell y'all what Lemon gonna do. I don't know about Lemoncation. The last time I did the Lolo thing, her mama had passed, and that was it. I don't know no more, no less. The flag team story is. I'm not. Okay. So Brooke and Intrinsic on a greater flag team, and there's a lot of people on the flag team. Y'all hoes be working behind the scenes. Y'all be talking to each other. Okay, what? Okay, so what else? What is it that we don't know? Brooke came on and said, "Yeah, I did it." Brooke said, "Yeah, I did it." And what you gonna do with that? So, but the thing is, Shakim was in the midst of all of that. And when there's a common denominator, you need to see it. And we see the bigger picture. Other people's pages could have been struck. Okay, we get it. But who's the common denominator? And so I'll leave it at that. Now with that bronze thing and that trademark fortune thing, um, I think somebody was trying to tell a twisted story and didn't expect trademark to be up that late, and he was and saw it. And trademark was like, "Are you serious?" And the thing is, to get mad at somebody for having receipts. Uh, and can I say this? If Ness lied to grown folks TV, okay. So, as content creators, what did you learn from it, and how would you move? I keep on telling you all that there are no friends on YouTube, but y'all constantly want to be friends and constantly want to be a part of these alliances, and y'all want to, key and so that's what y'all want to do. So have at it. Yeah, he got blocked from the group chat. Yeah, all I can say is it is what it is. These trips are business. Um, we have a good time. Let me say this, you all. There's some really sweet people out there. There are some really nice, kind people out there. And if you connect with those people, that's fine. But those people should be at risk. Those people should, but you should be careful with whoever you hang with because there's always a possibility that mad day will come and folk will do some diabolical stuff. I don't know why Noble felt in his spirit to concoct a story of me desiring him. Maybe I could have one eye, neuropathy, diabetes, okay? They could take off an arm and a leg, and I still would be interested. I don't know what in the world would possess for you to think that at any time in our interaction that I wanted something from you or something with you. Sir, you smell like an ashtray. Sir, your teeth were not maintained properly. Sir, you were smoking a cigarette outside of a restaurant looking like a vagrant. Excuse me? No, but do better. Sir, you got a rooster and probably more poultry in your home living with you. You're living with animals like somebody from the Middle Ages. Excuse me? What would I want with that again? Sir, you walk with a limp. I thought you forgot your cane. Why would I want you again? I don't understand. And I don't understand why a lot, not all, but I don't understand why some of you heterosexual men think gay men want you and your wife don't want you. Your girlfriend don't even want you. Women don't want you. You think we just sit there? Hell no. You think that because gay men are gay, that they desperate for no, no, no. And like I'm gonna tell you, Noble, I don't have problems with women or men as far as pulling is concerned. Ain't never been no issue. So if I can pull beautiful women and beautiful men, why am I gonna lower my standards? Do you know how many men with good teeth out there? Do you know how many men who don't smoke and walk with a limp out there? And I'm just gonna settle for this? No, 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 no. Do not use me to pump yourself up to make yourself look good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all, I'm being real about that. I was staring at you because I couldn't believe this is what came down to San Antonio, and people was acting like this was a new unboxing of a Birkin bag. How they was acting, and child, it was not a Birkin. Okay, it was a Dollar Tree duffel bag, and I'm like, girl, why you acting like this is a a Birkin? This is a broken, not a Birkin. And I'm like, is this what we this is what we doing? And I'm sorry you mistook that look for I'm looking at you like that. I was looking at you in bewilderment, in astonishment. Because as we were walking back to that restaurant, I'm like, oh my God. And when Tracy said that he couldn't come on the cruise ship because of that punctured lung, maybe she wasn't lying. She was not lying. She wasn't lying. Baby, that boy look like death on a stick. I'm like, is you okay? And then now somebody want him. Don't insult me. Don't insult me. Oh, that's such an insult. Let me say this. I got all the cakes and I have all the eye candy I need. My eye candy has a job that he's been on for 24 years. My eye candy has his own place and two vehicles. My eye candy raised a grown son. What? Why am I gonna stop shopping at Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus and start shopping at City Trend and Melrose? Excuse me. Okay, why am I gonna stop wearing Egyptian cotton? Start wearing burlap. Y'all got to be crazy. Rainbows and foliage. Okay, City Trends and Melrose. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I didn't even know what City Trends was. I let me. I tell this story, but I'm not lying. I did not know what City Trends was. When I'm in Florida, City Trends was not there. Okay, we didn't have no City Trends in Florida when I was. Maybe I moved to Texas and they had City Trends. And so it was spelled Citi. First of all, that's a problem right there. Because if you're going to put it, just spell the word out. Don't try to be all, you know, trendy. So I'm like, is this a division of Citibank? I'm like, is this like a payday loan that Citibank has gotten into? Because I thought it was Citi Bank, not Citi, you know. So I'm going up in there thinking that this jank is a financial institution. Baby, all I saw was cheap clothing. I'm like, oh my God, this is City Trend. Oh, like the trends in the city. Oh, not like Citibank. Baby, I was like, ooh, I was so, ooh, I feel like a blonde. So anyway, I just couldn't believe that Tracy was with that, and he smelled like a whole ashtray. I had to make sure to do a lung cancer test with all of that. Baby, I didn't know what City Trends was. I thought City Trends was a lower division of Citibank. Girl, I'm like, is Citibank moving out into? Cause let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I am not mad at Little Caesars Pizza. Baby, Little Caesars, they was going down. But baby, when I started seeing Little Caesars in the hood and they were selling that hot and ready for $5, baby, I'm like, Little Caesars has gotten a whole new audience. Baby, that hot and ready. Baby, they used to be selling them hot and ready like barbecue chicken joints. They opened a Little Caesar in the hood. I think it's on MLK and New Braunfels in the heart of the hood. And baby, when I tell you them hot and ready be selling, this is when the hot and ready was $5. Ooh, every crackhead was getting hot and ready. Okay, Little Caesars, they would not deliver, but baby, $5 people will come to you. Baby, Little Caesars was the pizza joint of the hood. Girl, I don't know what Tracy doing, but I'm telling you, she's making people really feel like they special. She's making people really feel like they got it going on like that. Because I looked at that man, I'm like, girl, and then he was doing all that coughing. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, now I think his bird flew with chickens all up in his house. I kept on hearing that rooster. Cause I mean, I'm like, is this really a rooster in his house? And baby, you know it was not a recording of a rooster because all you heard was. I'm like, oh my God, that's a rooster. I'm like, this hoe got a rooster in his house. I'm like, how how how, how long have you been doing this? And does that rooster have a diaper on? Baby, between bird flu, um, smoker's cough, and you know when you smoke, your teeth don't be looking all good either. And he had a big old knot on his head. I'm like, oh my God, what that knot about? Baby, I'm like, what that knot about? Okay, looking like a whole oak tree with a whole nasty knot on his head. I'm like, what's that about? He had a knot on his head. I'm like, oh. And y'all know, you got a chicken in your house. I can understand chickens in your yard and stuff. Because let me tell you something, chickens will keep, snakes and rodents away, and you know what I'm saying? And you'll get eggs and stuff. You get fresh brown eggs, but are not in the house. Just trying to figure it out. I don't even care anymore. I'm telling you, to watch some of these people, it takes some time and effort because it's just like, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're really doing? So yeah. Oh, so we're really going to find out what's going to happen politically in 2026. A lot of people are on Obamacare, and of course, the subsidies are going to run out, meaning that people's premiums are going to go sky high. Either people are going to have to pay extreme premiums or they're going to lose their insurance altogether. And the other party has no idea what they're going to do. But yet they had years to plan for it. So we're going to see what happens with that. They already have, okay. So anyway, those are some things that I've been really looking at. You all, I'm just telling you all, invest in yourselves. We're from 400 to, yeah, y'all invest in yourself. I keep on saying that. Invest in yourself. Invest in you. Invest in you is take care of your health, mind, body, and spirit. Take care of you. Put some in your head besides all this D-sex stuff. I mean, this is a job for me. But read something. Get inspired by somebody. What's up, Sparkles? So how y'all feeling about 2025? What are you all looking forward for in 2026? Do you think 2026 is going to be a great year for you? Do you see some challenges in 2026? Now, I think 2026 is going to be some opportunities for growth and some change. I think that I'm going to have to adjust because of some things governmental that's happening, but I am looking forward to 2026. What are your thoughts on 2026? I do know that I'm going to give people less access to in 2026 as well. Hey, Cassie. Oh my God, finishing my MBA and starting my doctorate. That is awesome. See, you invested in you. That's what I'm talking about. We'll ride with you, but we ain't riding and dying with nobody. Live, people, live. You got one life to live here on this earth and live it with the gusto that you should. Don't be living in another people's shadows. Don't be trying to be original, down a copy. I mean, I'm not trying to copy anybody else. I'm just trying to be originally, authentically me. Now, if I like somebody's comments or what they've done, I will see if I can use it. But everything is not usable for me. But in the midst of doing that, I'm trying to do some things of my own as well. A lot of people talking about the banner competition, da da da, but you ain't never tried it. Y'all too busy trying to use that formula that other people have done. I'm not breaking even. I need to make me some money. Nobody ain't trying to be breaking even on these competitions. So I came up, I said exactly what I needed to say at the beginning so nobody would be confused. And baby, when I tell you them girls still put in them banners, they put in them banners 'cause at the end of the day, the money was there. The money resides over here, at least with this banner competition. And am I gonna make some money off of it? I sure am. Is it gonna be a windfall? That's why I got into it. That Christmas tree challenge that I did, $100 maybe, and then the other challenge it was $75. China, I ain't got time for that. All of that work and coordinating and stuff. And then that's what you gonna make? No, I said no. We gonna do this thing different. And now people like, well, I can't believe it. He's scared. No, you ain't mad because I'm scamming. You mad because you didn't think of it, and you mad because people are actually apart and they've given, and now you pissed off. Don't make me no different. Oh, we had $1,829. Thank you all for who gave the $29. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Stop getting mad and find out what folk doing. Let me tell you something. When Miss Gina was doing them cash out parties, I wasn't hating. Baby, I got right up in there and said, how you do this? And did it. Ain't nobody hating. Thank you. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna order my food. Give me a minute, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I am back. That McDonald's app ain't no joke. All I'm gonna say, that McDonald's app ain't no joke. You really do save some money. So I get coffee and a sandwich, and so now the coffee was just 99 cents. My God, today. So baby, so ba 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 da da. So I will do the app. Sure enough, that McDonald's app will save you some money. Cause it take me a while now. It take me a bit, but I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to use that app. But baby, they be having specials, and baby, that coffee 99 cents. I'm talking about premium large. Mm. So you save a little coin. You save a little coin. Well, look, y'all, I gotta go. Do not forget the banner competition is going to be on the first. Now, what time on the first? It depends. If y'all want it early, send some coin. We trying to get to that $2,000. Send some coin. Say, hey, I want it early, right after New Year's, or maybe 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Long as it's morning, it could be at 11:59. Long as it's morning, and then of course the evening. We gonna do it in the evening, of course. But if you wanted to, baby, send a coin, $5, $10, $20, $100, baby, $200, and we'll have it. I mean, I can have it right at 12:01, but that depends. So if you don't want the mystery of it, go and give a coin. I know you said, I know Jay ain't having people pay for the time. I sure am. I sure am. Just like Bruce was taking pictures with people's cameras, and he was charging them $25. Sure enough. Sure enough. Sure enough. Creative Queen. I don't eat it that much. I'm drinking coffee, but I'm not eating it that much. And it's okay, baby. There's a lot of stuff y'all be eating that ain't healthy. People be eating a lot of booty, and that ain't healthy either. People be eating a lot of stuff that ain't healthy. Don't get me started. Okay? From the rooter to the tutor. And I ain't say nothing. So look. People eating a whole lot worse than McDonald's. So enough. My God, today, don't get me started. Woo, shut up. Ah! So anyway, y'all, look, I'm heading out. Peace and love. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.